You do have a hell of a view.
Hi everyone, welcome to another marvelous video. When it comes to edgy comic book stories, The Boys is sure to take the top tier place. The R-rated comics and the ongoing TV series have been bold with their storytelling and made sure to engage audiences with some amazing parodies of conventional superhero comics. Going by the story, every event in The Boys universe revolves around the nefarious organization known as Vought America, with their sole purpose of world domination. With their Compound V, they could create superpowered individuals and privatize them. They had various superhero teams, of which the elite team was called the Seven, and making them appear as top-notch celebrities, they were made to be sensations in the glamour world as well. However, they're also aware of the potential threats of their soups, having usually covered up their wrongdoing. In today's video, we'll be diving into the origins of the company, from the comics to the Amazon Prime TV show. So without any further delay, let's begin. Before we get into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Vought America from the comics. Vought from the comics was known by the complete name Vought American Consolidated, aka VAC, and was known as one of the giants in the entertainment industry. They were popularly known for the worldwide creation of superheroes and their privatization. Under Vought, there were many superhero teams tasked according to the requirements of their client, and out of them, the most elite force was the Seven. VAC has been in existence since the time of World War II. They were known for manufacturing weapons and also providing superheroes via their created formula Compound V. Since then, the company's prime objective has been to incorporate superheroes into national defense. It was a major step in privatizing the military and, in fact, all wars across the globe. In a scenario of warfare, if one country incorporated superheroes into the military, the others would also be liable to take similar steps for ensuring their safety. As mentioned earlier, Vought has zero accountability for its actions and never really cared for any repercussions until and unless its business ran in profit. Vought's weapons also did not have a good record. Their first product for the military was a fighter plane named Vought Grizzly that rushed into production to replace the P-51 Mustang. Without proper clearance and approval, Vought used their connections to bring the aircraft into the military, only to get the pilots killed. The next major item was an assault rifle, M20, created by Vought. It proved to be faulty as well, and led to the soldiers using them to be massacred in Vietnam. The recurring failures of Vought America led them to rebrand themselves as an entertainment company, until they met a Jewish scientist named Jonah Vogelbaum. During Nazi Germany, he was the one working on making a super soldier serum for them, and eventually created Compound V. However, out of fear of getting himself killed, Vogelbaum escaped and arrived in the United States. He had his formula for Compound V, and a young Stormfront with whom he had injected the formula. Vogelbaum started working for Vought, and despite asking them to destroy Stormfront, they insisted on making him a superhero before the public. Soon, Vought began creating more soups and ultimately made the Seven, consisting of Homelander, their strongest soup. With this, Vought soon gained a place to take the power of the military into their hands, by turning soldiers into super soldiers. However, the deal with the American government was that the superheroes would not interfere with any service. The soups that were being sent to aid in wars had no training, and it ended up causing massacres and killing their own soldiers. Soon, the backdrop started kicking in. The life of being a superpowered being with no training or accountability caused innumerable harm to human lives. Vogelbaum continued his work with Vought until Mallory planned his kidnapping. He had plans for killing Vogelbaum, but made him serve the CIA instead. Mallory forced Vogelbaum to create Compound V shots for his team, the Boys. He was later killed by Billy Butcher. Meanwhile, Vought made a fortune in the entertainment business. They had their comics and merchandise, which fit into the pop culture, and helped them amass great wealth. Vought America had complete control of Victory Comics, and they used it to further spread stories of glory amongst the crowd. However, all that glory came crumbling down after the superhuman attack on Washington, which ended with the death of Homelander, Black Noir, and many other superpowered beings. The true nature of Vought was revealed to the public, along with the usage of Compound V to make soups. All this led to the company crumbling down and sinking into a hole from where they could no longer come out.
I accept your nomination as CEO of Vought International.
Vought International from the Amazon Prime TV series. Amazon Prime had slightly altered the origins of the infamous Vought America, starting with the name Vought International. It all begins with Frederick Vought, a Nazi scientist who was appointed by Adolf Hitler as the chief physician at the Dachau concentration camp in 1939. Vought conducted his illegal and unethical experimentation on human subjects to create a super soldier serum that could augment their strength and make them superpowered beings. His work led him to create Compound V, and he gave the first dose of it to his wife, Clara Rissinger, and it was a success. However, the defeat of the Nazis was inevitable, and when Vought realized that, he struck a deal with the Allied forces, and they smuggled him to the US with a new identity and life. Vaught's Compound V was then given to the US military to increase their odds against the Nazis. Vought soon got permission to carry on his work with Compound V, and this led to the creation of many soups, of which the most suitable one was Soldier Boy. Vought was given his own corporation, and it soon developed into a successful company under the name Vought International. Following the death of Frederick Vought, Stan Edgar was made the CEO, and he was both intelligent and ruthless in terms of managing the soups and covering their wrongdoing. Soon, the world began believing that the soups were the ones chosen by God, while in reality it was just Compound V that was shipped across US hospitals by Samaritan's Embrace in the name of medical supplies. There were many parents who wished to make their children unique, and signed Vaught's contract to inject the newborn with Compound V and make them superheroes. Over the years, the company amassed enormous fortune and fame. They projected the soups, especially the Seven, as top-notch beings and spread their fake stories of glory across the media. The Seven was a huge brand, and they were literally everywhere, from movies to comics and branded products. However, the primary goal for Vought has consistently been to capitalize on soups, entering into lucrative agreements with independent cities and states to provide protection services. Their superior motive was to integrate the Seven into the military, along with other soups, thus expanding their influence and control. However, it wasn't that easy, and the process was further delayed when Homelander, in an attempt to create enemies that only Vought soups could combat, arranged for the creation of soup terrorists. His scheme backfired horribly when Compound V, the substance responsible for creating soups, was discovered by military personnel during raids on terrorist compounds. The exposure of Compound V drew significant scrutiny and led to an evaluation by the FDA. Edgar had plans for making Madeline Stillwell his successor, but thanks to Homelander's growing mental instability, he killed her after knowing that she had deceived him. However, with Compound V being exposed, Vought strategically put the blame on the deceased Stillwell and survived their fall in stocks and business. Nevertheless, the damage to Vaught's reputation and financial standing was severe. Amid these crises, there was the rise of Stormfront, who was believed to be the wife of Frederick Vought. Vought capitalized on her popularity to incite fear of potential soup terrorist attacks, fueling xenophobia and paranoia across the nation. This public fear translated into support for distributing Compound V to law enforcement agencies nationwide, thereby expanding Vaught's influence. However, before the first shipments of Compound V could be distributed, Stormfront's dark past from being a Nazi was exposed, causing a large-scale sense of distrust. When the boys defeated Stormfront, Vought placed the blame on her and rebuilt their trust among the people. Mr. Edgar, facing mounting pressure and scrutiny, announced that the shipments of Compound V would be permanently stopped. Soon, Homelander took hold of Vought, and we are yet to see how he would manage to keep the company floating with his unstable mind.
You do have a hell of a view from up here.
Marvelous verdict. So we finally come to the end of the video, and we hope you've liked our content. Season 4 is going to give us a lot of thrill and action as to how Vought is going to carry on with Homelander's leadership. In the comics, the company had a backup plan for an out-of-control Homelander, and we're yet to see if the TV series counterpart has something similar to that. With this, we would be ending the video, and feel free to add your views in the comments section. Thanks for watching the video till the end, and stay tuned for the next Marvelous video. If you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.